Hi, I'm Chris from Profit Pro Ag out of Eberly, Minnesota, and today I have Ryan Meyer with me. Ryan is the owner of this 2,400 head hog barn, and they've been treating their manure biologically with our pit treatments, Manure Master Plus, Manure Conditioner, Pit Accelerator, and we're seeing some really good results in terms of controlling odors and fly control and keeping the neighbor relations up. And we pulled manure samples today where we're going to test for nutrient availability, and also as well looking at the pits. When we went around looking at manure samples, I think your manure hauler is going to be really happy. We don't have any crusting issues on top. We look at, as we probe down to the bottom to get those samples, we felt very minimal bottom solids. Whatever we did reach through there, we could poke right through, very soft. So I think your manure hauler is going to be really happy. I think there's going to be minimal agitation, maybe none at all, but I think he's going to be happy. I think the pump out will go really well. They'll be able to gather all the manure out of there and then get it consistently applied to the field as well. And by taking these manure nutrient tests as well, we can see where our nutrient availability is, and then we can adjust application rates to what the soil needs to put out there and to follow those guidelines set by the state as well. So really just a good environment here. But I want to introduce Ryan here, but these barns went up when, Ryan?
They went up last summer.
Okay. And this is a 2,400 head hog barn. It's the Cadillac of all hog buildings, kind of in the area here. This is a 2,400 head barn. There's two. Right. You want to talk a little bit about the building here in terms of how many rooms and the ventilation system, just briefly?
Sure. Yeah. There's two separate rooms to the building, each housing about 1,200 pigs on either side. There's 40 pens on each side, so we average about 30 pigs per pen. There's ample feeder space, plenty of water availability, top of the line technology. In terms of ventilation, feed systems, even our bin tracking systems are very, very modern. In terms of growth and stuff like that, we used to maybe raise pigs outside and stuff like that. And the pigs that are in these barns, they have misters as well, for when it gets hot, so they're able to cool them down. Once the building reaches like 80 degrees, they're able to cool off too. You know what I mean? So they're able to stay real comfortable, especially with the ventilation system that is in here. The pigs are super duper clean. I've never really seen pigs that clean before in my life. And using your guys' product as well, I mean, the smell has been minimal. I mean, I've had literally no illnesses or myself or breathing problems or burning eyes, stuff like that. I mean, I haven't had any of those issues.
And I made
zero flies on the sites that we have.
That's a big thing,
and very, 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 very minimal complaint from anybody. Myself personally, so everything we're doing seems to be working quite well.
Yeah, and we appreciate that, the opportunity to work with you, and what it all goes back to what he's talking about. They've got, the pigs are in a controlled environment where they're brought forth to maximum production. Hogs that are going to stay healthy, grow fast, and out the door on minimal feed, and also as well, he talked about the technology, and they're utilizing our technology for manure treatment, and a lot of the things that he had just said we hear these testimonials from customers all across the Midwest: beef, dairy, hog. We talk about minimal orders, which is in return get off better production for those pigs. Ammonia, if these hogs or these workers have to work in ammonia setting inside, performance is obviously impacted, and also your health is impacted as well. I mean,
Correct.
nobody wants to go into a barn where their eyes are burning all
Right.
the time, and you could see that in hogs too. Their hogs, the eyes of the hogs will be red constantly.
Yep.
You may see matter coming out. That affects production, and that affects health as well. So he had mentioned that as well. Very healthy hogs, very minimal on any injectable or treatments. So a lot of this that we're talking about is return on investment. They're saving money and increasing production. And I mean, if we think about it, diets change on these pigs every 2 weeks, you know, to justify maturity and to justify for, as these hogs mature, get to heavier weights, we cheapen up the rations a little bit, make them a little more economical. So what feed specialists will do is they'll throw in some DDGs or some bakery goods, up to 20%. We know that those are a filler. They're cheaper in cost, they're a filler. Also as well, we know that those are very highly indigestible products when we run them through a swine digestive tract. The microbes can break them down, but it takes time. So we're introducing cultures, our technology, that will speed up that process. And by looking at the manure here today, very, very positive things that we're seeing. And I shared with Ryan here a little bit ago, you know, we're on a pig farm and we smell pigs. And of course we're going to smell pigs, but as we open the pit covers up and stuff, the manure is very minimal in odors, and which is great. It's great for the pigs, great for the workers, great for the neighbors. And so anyway, is there anything you'd like to add? Or I look forward to looking at these nutrient tests, see where we're at. And also I had shared, Ryan, too, what we would like to do possibly is over the next 3 to 5 years, go ahead as you applied that manure to your fields, we'd like to pull soil samples and monitor what's happening with the soil activity in terms of, we're adding extra biodiversity out there. We
Right.
know symbiotically that the microbes are going to work with the soil, and the soil works with the plant and the root systems. So we should see possibly over the next 5 to 15 years an increase in corn production. So we'd like to work with you on that and monitor that through your soil samples and your
Yep,
manure.
we will do that. Yep.
But again, thank you much, and have a good day.
Thank you.